Verma, I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there.
Can men get pregnant? Can men get pregnant?
Identify as women.
Can men get pregnant? So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men. Can they get pregnant? Can men get pregnant? Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with.
Oh, can men get pregnant? This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant?
Yes, yes. Welcome back to the Bad Guys podcast. I am your host, King Walker. We are back. I am back. And as always, it's always a lot going on. And we're trying to figure out why people are getting a lot of hate this episode. And we're going to figure it out. We're going to get to the bottom of it. But before we do all that, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the podcast, the Instagram, the TikTok, Bad Guys Pod. Type that in all platforms. It pops up. Spotify, Pandora, wherever you listen to your podcast. Bad Guys Pod, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. Right now, make sure you are liking and subscribing. Let's get to the bottom of what we're doing today. All right. So right now, what's going on? So much going on. ASAP Rocky apparently sending shots at Drake. Sauce Walker sending shots at Drake. Maybe we're going to figure out why they're sending shots at Drake. And we're trying to, we're all trying to figure out, Stephen A. Smith trying to figure out his damn self why Black people don't like Stephen A. Smith. And we'll get to the doctor later too. That doesn't want to answer the question. If you've seen the video earlier, she doesn't want to answer any damn questions. But let's get to Stephen A. Smith. He's trying to figure out why Black people don't like him. It's going, I won't say it's going viral. It's picking up some kind of speed. We're going to talk about it right now. Let's get straight to it. You done put a video out. And it's going around. Let's see what he's talking about.
I've helped generate over 12,000 scholarships in excess. Black people don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the streets of New York City. I go to the streets of America everywhere, all over this country. I'm inside and outside arenas. I'm inside and outside local businesses and stuff like that. I'm the ambassador for HBCU Week in concert with Ashley Christopher and other people. I've helped generate over 12,000 scholarships in excess of $150 million for Black students. I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. I ain't just down with a fraternity. That's a brotherhood. All of them are my boys. I was raised by 5 Black women, Joy. I have 9 nieces. I have 2 daughters. Everybody Black. I still go home to Hollis. On the business side, ESPN takes our show, First Take, to HBCUs, packed gymnasiums wherever we go. Black people don't like me? You sure? Walt Disney and HBCUs, when we start going on tours every year. We've been to Delaware State. We've been to Bethune-Cookman. We've been to Norfolk State. We've been to Winston-Salem State. We've been to Savannah State. Oh, yeah. We're going to Texas Southern next month. We don't stop. And I said we. Because in concert with the very organization that I work for that you accused me of being paid by just to talk about white, just to talk nastiest things about Black people. What about what I celebrate?
I'm going to be honest. I watch First Take. I watch for years now. I've watched the show. I've watched ESPN. I've watched all that good stuff. It's entertaining. Now, don't get me wrong. Stephen A. Smith has said some things, but don't we all? I could say y'all have hated Stephen A. Smith ever since he said stop smoking weed. Now it's legal, and y'all, it could be so many things. Now, I don't know where Benzino comes into all this to play, but Benzino has some things to say. And like I said, it could be so many things. He's in sports. You might not like his sports take, and then yeah. But I don't know where Benzino coming from But let's see what he's talking about. Come on, let's go ahead.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith, I'll say it to your face.
Hold
You
on.
are Uncle Tom.
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Black people don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the street.
Benzino.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith, I'll say it to your face. You are Uncle Tom, Django, Step and Fetch It, Uncle Ruckus, all rolled up in one. You're a coward, all right? All right? You definitely tap dance. What you don't know, right, is that when ESPN came with the Pat McAfee show, they had a plan. They said, you know what, we're going to give Stephen A. Smith a bunch of money because First Take's doing too good in the black community. Yeah, we got to get this thing back to what it's supposed to be. So here comes Pat McAfee. And shout out to Pat McAfee. I like his show. Pat McAfee caters to the white people. He got his guys with the mullets, the cowboy hats. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Stephen A. Smith, you was for us. Then all of a sudden you took a turn. They had a plan for you. They said, you know what? We're going to pay him this money. So give him instructions to go out there and tap dance and disrespect as many black people, especially black women, because black women are on the come up. They strong. Their voices are strong. Let's get Stephen A. Smith to say some things about him. This way here, he'll lose a lot of his black following, and then Pat McAfee will be number one. They're just playing you out for money, you goofy motherfucker. You Kermit the Frog looking, invisible hairline ass, goofy ass motherfucker. Like, you're the worst. You're the worst. All right? I'll say it to your face, and I'll go further than that. I'll challenge your bitch ass to a boxing match. Celebrity boxing, me and you, Stephen A. Smith. Yeah. That's why Pat McAfee got LeBron.
Now, I'm always cool with a good old boxing match when y'all out here talking crazy on the internet. But Benzino and Stephen A. Smith, man, I'm pressed to know if Stephen A. Smith knows who you are, and you're not worth it, and you're not in this lane. You're not in this lane. You're not in this lane. This is not your lane. But I let you speak your speech.
On this show. Nobody wants to come on your show no more, Stephen A. Smith. All that, nobody cares anymore. You're losing followers. So let's see if you take a man's.
I mean, like I said, Benzino with the yeah. I don't know where Benzino came from.
Streets of New York City.
Oh.
I go to the streets of America.
But there's a guy named Ray Daniels. He's on YouTube a lot. This guy right here. And he's kind of backing him. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and bash Stephen A. Smith. I don't really have hate for the man or anything. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Like I said, I don't have no hate for the man, but people gonna say what they're gonna say, and he's got a little backup. Like I said, they not all on him. Like I said, I'm not on his back. I'm not killing him. I ain't got no problem with Stephen A. Smith.
But if he got fucking killed by Luka, I love Allen Iverson. I hate when people diss him. Like, it bothers me that all these black people dissing Stephen A. is pissing me off because that it tells me you have never watched him.
Yeah. You ain't never seen how hard he works.
You don't see how hard he goes for black folk.
Yeah.
And another thing that you don't see is when the thing that you got to understand is something about sports commentary, because I just speak about it since we're here. The thing you have to understand about sports commentary and Stephen A. Smith that I got to say is that sports is not about race. It's always about greatness and results.
Yeah.
That's all sports is about. I could love Allen Iverson, but if he got fucking killed by Luka, I love Allen Iverson, but Luka's a better player. It's like, it's not. So sports is the only thing that I think that outlasts race, where it's bigger than race, right?
I think people's issue with Stephen A. is that he's so ready.
No, hit me up. I'm about to get on the point. That's my point.
Or the black woman.
That's my point. I'm glad you. This is the point. The point is that he attacks everybody who's not doing something great. That's what sports commentators do.
Yeah.
He did attack Jasmine Crockett, but he didn't attack her.
Yeah, he attacked what she
He
said.
just said, how do you expect to get something done doing that? That's the same way you would say to Mike Tomlin. How do you expect to get the team to play for you when you're calling them dumbasses, right? It's like, you see what I'm trying to say? So all Stephen A was doing was bringing a sports commentary to a race and politics, and that was a fucking mistake. Because that world that they live in, they need enemies. See, right now, they need Stephen A to be the enemy of Jasmine Crockett so people can rally around Jasmine Crockett. That's what they're doing right now. Like Stephen A has nothing to do with it. Like, bro, this dude has been on. I've been watching Stephen A since he was on Cold Pizza with Skip and motherfucking Woody. Right? So like I watched him get fired from ESPN, get brought back, work his way up through Skip, have to do a max, work his way up to becoming the number one. You know how hard that is to be the number one broadcaster in the face of sports and to be black at that. This man made it to mountains that and by the way, you guys that are talking about him, y'all made it to the mountains by complaining about him. Complaining about the life. Like Stephen A is in sports world. You don't complain about life. Like, dog, listen, LeBron got 4. But I do think that kick that they gave him a package when they gave Draymond. They kicked Draymond Green out of game 5. Game 6. No.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But that's my point. My point is that I can feel that way. Yep. But he still got that 4th championship. And that's so Stephen A talks like that for politics. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because, it doesn't work. It's not working in the black community and everybody's attacking him. But I promise y'all, that man has done more for the black community. I watched him. He's done more, and if not more, the exact amount as every person criticizing him. He's the only person I've seen on black men on TV saying the black athletes have to hold themselves to a higher amount of accountability. Put down the weed. Like he's been famous saying, put down the weed. But it's like there's something about our society when one person black
said that put down the weed thing. Yeah, that put down the weed thing. That's when black people started hating him. And he stopped saying it. He don't say it no more because it's legal now. But yeah, I remember when he said put down the weed, niggas started hating on Steven. That I won't say that's when it started, but that's when it really ramped up.
Doesn't agree that person is now a sellout. That person is now standing on the shoulders of white men to do white supremacy. It's like, bro, we all live in the same fucking world. Yep. We all got to make money with the same fucking people. You people that are activists, that's y'all life. That's y'all business. Roland Martin is an activist. He gets, that's how he eats. Like how I eat from records. So I know the science. He eats from being the opposition.
Yeah, the political discourse.
Yep. Stephen A. doesn't. He doesn't. He eats by talking about what he sees. Yep. Whether it's sports, politics, religion, anything. He don't hold his tongue. He don't. By the way, his money doesn't go up or down based on what he says. And Roland Martin and those other guys that's criticizing him, there's does.
They can't say certain things.
And that's why you got to leave people like Stephen A. alone. Because everybody doesn't have the same plight.
I feel him, man. I feel him. Like I said, I don't see the big hate on Stephen A. Smith. But like I said, I see it on the internet all the time. Look right here. The fact that there are some black people who hate Stephen A. Smith but love Joe Biden explains how brainwashed our people can actually be. I mean, hey. There's Stephen A. love out here, and this Stephen A. is always going to be hate, man. I take it as pure entertainment. And like I said, until he flipped over here to these damn politics, he started merging the politics with this guy right here, Isaac Hayes III. He went in on Stephen A. Well, yeah, he went in. We'll say he went in on Stephen. Let's see what
and it's also time we start calling out. And it's also time we start calling out the clowns who are leveraging their blackness to help the opposition. The first person that comes to mind, which I don't know what he did, but he's back in the news, is Stephen A. Smith again. I think he was talking about Minnesota and kind of siding with the law enforcement in Minnesota.
From a lawful perspective, as it pertains to a law enforcement official, don't expect him to be prosecuted. He was completely justified.
And then he had something to say about Joy Reid. And
Let me say something about Joy Reid. Let's get
We talked about that Stephen A. Smith when he talked about Renee Good. We talked about that episode 75. Go check that out. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
this out of the way. I don't know this woman. I've met her one time. I shook her hand once. I've never spoken to her in my life.
Stephen A. Smith has to stop acting like he's not standing on the shoulders of white supremacy to have his message. His show on Sirius XM, his relationship with ESPN. Don't act like you a black guy that worked your way up through black structures and built your own black empire like you a Tyler Perry or somebody. You're not that, right? You built your brand. White people gave you their platform to talk to the world and the community, and now you get in this position, and now you shit on black people. Shame on you. That's some clown shit.
Dude, yeah, sorry. Stephen A. Smith, come on, man. I love the Philadelphia Tribune version of him, but he a clown.
Oh, yeah, that's it. You see how he brought up the Philadelphia version of him? Like I said, that's the old Stephen A. Like I said, when he started mixing politics with everything, then it started getting wild for Stephen A. Yeah, like I said it's a mixture. It's a mixture. It's mostly black people. Like you said, it's mostly black people. Black people don't like Stephen A. Smith. I don't get it. And I said I don't have no feelings towards. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes he says some crazy shit, but not to the point of hate. He doesn't go that far and make me like this. Even if it's sports, it's like I hate him for the sports he talks about. What else is going on out here? Okay, I'm about to play this video. I'm about to play this video of Dr. Vera is going somewhat crazy. The doctor that didn't want to answer the question in the video before. I'm gonna play the full version of this video. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't mad at the senator, man. The senator pressed her. Pressed her ass for this shit. I'm gonna chime in.
You think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
Can men get
I take care of
pregnant?
many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
Can men get pregnant?
again, as I'm saying,
Let me just remind you, you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a
totally
doctor, I
agree.
think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes, no questions like this are a political tool. And
No, yes, no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence. And I'm asking you, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert. And you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist.
Am I missing something, y'all? Why can't she just say yes or no? And I wouldn't be mad if she said something I didn't want to hear if she can explain it.
Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with.
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological
And he's asking biological. He's not just saying transitioning or whatever. He's asking biological.
women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not going to
you were
answer my
saying
question, it sounds like to me.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not
people
trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask, I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men.
It also,
We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged. And yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at him coming at her. I ain't mad at her coming at her like this.
we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still here talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to represent the complex experiences of my patients. And I don't think polarized language or questions serve that goal. I don't think they serve the American people.
It is not polarizing
They
to say
are
that there
not-
is a scientific difference between men and women. And I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such. That is not polarizing. That is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women. And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women. And I think it's extraordinary that you would sit here and advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people in this forum. And I'm glad we had this exchange because it is exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways quite depressing.
Very depressing. It's very depressing. Man. I don't see why she just, even like I said, even if I didn't want to hear what she had to say. She's a doctor, man. She can explain. She can break it down for us. All right, man. Let's get back. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the YouTube, the TikTok, the Instagram, all that good stuff. Wherever you listen to your podcast, Bad Guys Pod. Go ahead and type that in right there, Bad Guys Pod. It pop right up. I swear, I tested it. I swear I did. Anyway, let's get to hip hop. Let's get to some hip hop news. Why not? Why not? Now, A$AP Rocky has a new song out called Stole Your Flow, apparently taking shots at you know who. Of course, Drake. Everybody takes shots at Drake. And Sauce Walker seemingly has taken some shots at Drake, but I think Drake has taken some shots at Sauce first, but we'll get to that later too. But it sounds like A$AP Rocky has taken some shots at Drake. They have beef. So, as he should. As he should. It's been a minute. It took you a while.
videos. He's talking about Stole Your Flow and Still in a Flow.
How y'all know that was about Drake? I'm just asking. I don't know. I didn't hear what was.
Well, he's talking about a rapper with BBLs. He's talking about Stole Your Flow and Still in a Flow and Still in
Yeah, so I
the
stole
somebody's
your-
girl.
yeah.
There's always been that. And he's had that conversation before about the whole him feeling like Drake kind of took some things from him, and then we know he's with Rihanna.
Drake
right
had a
now.
BBL?
That's what
That was a rumor.
That was the whole thing.
You remember that? I feel like you've made
BBL
jokes about
Drizzy,
BBL.
the whole
Drizzy.
thing.
Every time I hear
But-
something about A$AP Rocky's music, it's him dissing Drake. Like, does anybody ever be like, yo, ASAP's music is just good? I don't never hear that anymore. I don't never hear be like, yo, Rocky just put out a hot record. All I hear is,
hot single.
yo, Rocky diss Drake, and then somebody will play it, and then you'll listen and be like, okay.
Mm-hmm. There's more to the album than just that, but also too, ASAP Rocky was on the pop.
How y'all know that was about Drake? I'm just asking.
So I think it was about Drake because I got another video. I got another video where they asked him, "Is this about Drake?" It's about Drake. I had to dig. I'm like, no, we gonna figure this out. Breakfast Club, hey, dog, we gonna figure this out. So ASAP Rocky sat down with some other dudes. I don't know who they are. Shout out to them. We'll figure that out later. See what they talking about.
Who you're talking about on that
For
song.
sure. I think we all know.
They're
going to
say it's Drake. I mean, that's a man who was with you in those early days too,
sure.
brought you on tour. Where did things go wrong in that relationship?
I mean, I don't know. I started just seeing people who just started out as friends and just became foes, seemed like they was unhappy for you, and just started sending shots. And I think that's what led to any of our misunderstandings or whatever the case is. So it really ain't smoke.
Does it feel resolvable to you, or you think it's too far?
It don't even need to be.
Mhm.
Like, for what?
But you're like, no secret, like that song's for him.
No, I don't really.
Or it's for anyone
It's
who
for
might
whoever
be.
feel like it's about them.
Fair enough. Obviously, the internet's going to decide who you're talking about on that
For
song.
sure. I think we all.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it was about Drake. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was about Drake. The fuck you talking about? That shit was about Drake. And I like ASAP Rocky, but I don't think he should get into that. But hey, man, do your own thing. So this is video Adam 21. We're gonna get to this Sauce Walker thing. Adam 21 going back and forth with Sauce Walker since something they've been doing for a couple years, I think now. And Adam 21 lets out that he was talking about Sauce Walker while he was FaceTiming Drake at the end of the video. I'll highlight that when that comes up. Let's see what they talk about all together. I was not playing that video, and I ain't play it. All right, my bad. I'm gonna have to edit that out later. All right. Adam 21, Adam 22 going back and forth with Sauce Walker. Seemingly, he lets the cat out the bag that he was on FaceTime talking about Sauce Walker to Drake. Let me pull this up real quick. I'm thinking the whole damn thing playing. Adam 22. Adam 20. Is Adam 22? Adam 21. Adam 20. Adam 22. Seemingly, he lets the cat out.
Otherwise,
I'm trying to figure out how did this get started?
Because when we were talking on here and we were talking about like if these rappers are going to make it as streamers.
Oh, he had 80. You said he had 80 streamers.
And he did in the screenshot that I was referring to. I actually asked ChatGPT. They said that he's averaging 200 streamers.
Last night he had
200 viewers.
500, and it was 11 o'clock Houston time.
I just feel like the idea of telling everybody how rich you are while also streaming for 9 hours a day to 200 people just doesn't really jive for me. Doesn't really add up. Like but I'm not the one who's running around trying to convince people that he's broke. He's like freaking out at the idea that he is unsuccessful. I swear, if this group chat, if I sent 10 messages, he sent 200.
You know
This
what I
dude
think it
is up in the head.
Was Sauce streaming?
Yeah.
I think he set his mind to, I'm going to do it and be successful at it. So he's
He
on it.
failed at everything else he's ever done in his whole life. So I guess streaming is kind of the last ditch effort, right?
What do you mean? What do you?
Well, his rap career didn't really pan out.
People know Sauce's music. They know who he
They
is.
know that it exists.
You don't think Sauce is like a, and this is our guy.
There's a
He's
difference
like
between
a Draco of Houston.
We're definitely not going there, but I will say that he's known as a rap character, but that's a lot different than actually having money or being
No,
successful.
what I'm saying though, locally. I
Right.
ain't saying like bar for bar. So, but locally, I think Sauce has a presence.
And so it's like he keeps listing things off. He's like, I could beat you in a fight. I'm like, you're 5'8". He's like, I could beat you in poker. I go, I'll play you online right now for $50,000. He goes, I'll beat you in Tekken. I'm like, bro, what the is this? We're switching shit up. You mentioned poker.
And this was all text.
Yes. I said, I will play you right now for $50,000. He said, I will beat you in Tekken. I don't play. I did play Tekken in 8th grade.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
I remember my son used to play that.
Yeah, I used to be the
I
panda bear.
remember the black dude that used to be doing the crazy.
The breakdance fighter. Yeah. Like,
maybe he was sauced up.
I know. I mean, he sits around drinking lean all day. I don't know why you think you could take me in a fight. You are not Jason Love, brother. Like, I think even the fight idea, like as soon as I start mentioning the fight, he just backs out of that argument completely. Bro, you're 5'8". I'm 7 inches taller than you.
Now, I can remember Sauce was here interviewing with somebody else. And I called him in here.
Yes.
But he didn't really want to talk to you, right?
I know.
Remember
And he
came
got
over here?
so mad because I brought up Go Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So
he's very sensitive.
But what was it back then? What was the problem back then?
Even back then, like I don't know, like he's someone who just decided that he wanted to.
Yeah, so they've been having problems for years. This is old stuff. This is an ongoing
beef with me, even though I've always shown him full respect. And honestly, even when me and Drake were having our little FaceTime powwow about him last night, like
that's wild right there. Y'all hear that? See, that's why I don't like Adam 22. Even when me and Drake was what? I'm gonna run that back. This is why Sauce Walker, that video of Sauce Walker going to Drake, I'm gonna play. This is what started it. See how y'all let this is how y'all let them white boys come between. Y'all heard it there, right there.
When me and Drake were having our little FaceTime powwow about him last night, like Drake, it was like, yeah, I respect him. He's a hustler. He made something out of himself out of Texas, but he just got to stop popping that shit like he's something that he ain't. And I'm like, yes, exactly. It's like, it's weird that me and Drake feel like we kind of got the same exact treatment from him.
You think?
I mean, he's not some fucking business genius that he wants to paint himself as. And if he was, why would you be on Twitch for 9 hours a day to 200 people? When we were streaming on Tuesday, I think we at one point had almost 9.
See, now that's how you get someone to respond back to you. That's so when I
150,000.
That's how you get somebody to respond back to you. You got white boys like this sitting on the internet telling the world that I've sat on FaceTime with you. I've been sitting on FaceTime with you, talking about you.
I think somebody said Sauce Walker be acting like he really him, but he ain't really him like that. I'm trying to understand where that makes sense. I'm trying to understand where. I'm trying to understand where and how is Sauce Walker not him like that, but he think you him like that. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to get it. When you look across the street, right there, all the way across the street, Don't they see Enterprise? You see that sign over there? It say Enterprise, right? If anybody on the split ever use Enterprise, okay, well, this my Enterprise. So I think somebody said Sauce Walker be acting like.
And that is why we got probably a war against Drake always still going. All you need is a little information, and we gonna go right back at you, Drake. That's what they saying, not me. That's what they saying. So now you got ASAP, you got Sauce, you still got Kendrick running around. I mean, you let the white boy let the cat out the bag for you. You let the white boy get on the internet and say, "Hey man, I've been FaceTiming Drake," and he said it on a live stream or whatever video he said it on. Yeah, y'all be careful around him, man. Now he got these two going at it, and he stirred the pot. He stirred the damn pot. I had something else. What's that dang bad shit? All right, back to can men get pregnant? I'm gonna play this video one time for the one time. Can men get pregnant? Crazy out here. I can't believe she couldn't answer the question.
Well, remember when Democrats thought they had like that gotcha question with Republicans? Who won the 2020 election? And then Republicans would be like, well, Joe Biden is president now. Well, did he win? Well, he was certified. It's like the same thing. They think they had you. This is the question. Johnny is now going to go out and he's going to ask everybody this question. You have common sense, and then you have education. And if the higher you go up in education, the more they beat the common sense out of you. Because when you get into a professional job, they don't want common sense. They want you to toe the company line. And this is what they've done to doctors now. The medical profession has become corrupted by politics. We used to admire doctors. And now half of them you think are quacks. Because what did they do? The whole country got fat, sick, and obese, and no one said anything for 4 decades except Kennedy, who's not a doctor. And then you had Joe Biden walking around, and no one said, guys, he's losing it. What did they say? They said Trump's mentally ill. And then you had COVID come around, and like the one time we needed doctors to step up, no one stepped up and said something. The ones who did got excommunicated from the business. And then finally, you have these sex change operations. You'd think someone would say you're massacring little boys and girls' bodies, and they went along with it because their executives were making cold, hard cash. That's why the best doctor in the country is Dr. Mark Siegel.
Yes.
You gotta listen to Siegel.
Yeah, I was about to turn him off anyway. He be going too hard. Like I said, played it earlier. Can men get pregnant? She didn't want to answer the question at all.
Dr. Verma, I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
Can men get pregnant?
many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
Can men?
Can men get pregnant? Answer the damn question. All right, man. Make sure you guys liking and subscribing to the TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. Instagram, what? X, Twitter, Spotify, all that. Before we get out of here, Dame Dash again. I like my Dame Dash. I like my Dame Dash and my Ray J videos. Now Dame Dash is clapping back at Cameron. Something I think he should be doing more. I think he should be doing more of this. Hold on. Where's the Oracle? She answering. She's speaking of gender identities correctly. He's using gender in a place of sex. That's the Oracle. That's the Oracle, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let you talk your shit. Talk your shit. Now back to we out of here. We about to get out of here. Like and subscribe. Shout out to the Oracle holding it down in the comments. Shout out to the other person with the Stephen A. Back to what I was saying. Yeah. Now back to Dame Dash. Dame Dash claps back at Cameron. And I honestly think this is what Dame Dash should be doing more on his platforms, not sitting at a table with other women. Like, not to say that's not a bad thing to do. You can go on that show, but just don't do that. Do your own thing. And I like how he went out here, came through and clap back on these niggas, Dame. Come on, man. That's all I want to do. Clap back. Play the game. Play the game how it's supposed to be played. You ain't no dummy.
So if guys like Fredo are running around saying I sold my company for $100, you stupid. But of course you want to tear down a black man, someone that raised you, so that you can make them happy, a Queens nigga. And that makes you a clown to me. And fat ass Larry, you need to really stop talking about me. I wish you would stop. But what I want you to do, Larry and Sin, I want you to ask Cam why he did not swing back when he got Fredo, when he got punched in his face. I want y'all to ask him that. Why he addresses every other question, but we never talk about why, when a man punched you in the face with a fair one, you did not swing back, but you want to continue to tear other black men down, especially people from your hood, while Queens niggas is laughing at you. You are.
Yeah, nigga, yeah. This is I like. This is the Dame Dash I like. Get at these niggas, man. Get at these niggas. See, I know I say my shit about Dame Dash, but this is how you do it, Dame, now. You probably don't want to do it like this, but this is how you got to do it. Get at these niggas.
Or a Queens niggas little.
And I'm not picking a side. I like Cameron. You know, it's all good. But get at these niggas if they talking crazy to you.
Man, Fredo. And now you heard that man say, look, I'm gonna Harlem niggas head, and you a puppet. You got strings on your arms, Fredo. So stop talking about my business. I don't want people sending me those things. And Chris Brown, I know that you guys allegedly are obsessed with me, and that whatever you could do to get whatever rhythm that you can, allegedly. I just caught another lawsuit today, but we'll talk about that another time. But let me just say this. Stop soliciting and telling people that Properton owns Honor Up. They do not. And do not send nothing to interfere with my business. You guys are obsessed with me. Pause. It's gay. Allegedly. All of y'all. And Cam's, Fredo, Larry. Get healthy. Sin. Ask your man why he let somebody punch him in his face. And that's all I got to say. I don't promote any violence. It was a long time ago. But I just want that question answered. I don't want to hear about nothing else. Don't talk about nobody until you answer and tell us why, as a man, you let another man punch you in the face to the extent that no one helped you because you did not help yourself. What kind of man are you? The kind of man that tries to tear down another black man, especially his OG. You a clown, Fredo.
Man, talk your shit, Dame. Like I said, I know I talk my shit too about Dame. Go back and forth, whatever, what I say. But hey, this is what I wanted him to do. He's doing what I want now. Now, this is what you supposed to do, nigga. Come at these niggas, man. Fuck. These niggas talking crazy, man. Come at them. On your platform. Don't go on so-and-so platform and do it. Do your thing. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. Bad Guys Pod. Type it in anywhere. It'll work out for you. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Bad Guys out.